Welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast with Jacob Ayers, providing actionable content to help you along your journey to financial freedom through real estate investing. As the premier asset class, real estate has helped ordinary people just like you amass fortunes. The benefits of passive income from real estate investing will allow you to live a life you want. And now your host, entrepreneur, real estate investor, and apartment deal syndicator, Jacob Ayers.
Hi, and welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, episode 217. Hi, I'm your host, Jacob Ayers, and this is another episode of Friday Fundamentals. Hi, and welcome back. For those new people tuning into the show, this is just a short segment I do every week on Friday where we talk about a quick fundamental, either real estate investing related or typically mindset related. So, welcome back to the show. Before we jump into it, I want to give a quick shout out to a few 5-star reviews in iTunes from Cornelius, Acapello, Dan, B-Mel, Christian, my good friend, Janika, another shout out, MC, Karen, Dave, Biking Dane, Bridget. Thank you all for those great reviews. It means so much for the show, and I really appreciate you taking the time to leave those. Well, if you haven't yet, please go over and leave a rating and review on whichever platform you're listening on. Well, let's jump into this week's Friday Fundamental. This week's Friday Fundamental is one day at a time. Now, setting big goals can be overwhelming. Heck, life can be overwhelming. If you're like many people, you probably feel like you're busier than ever between work, family, personal life, professional aspirations, business, leisure, and just everything else. You have so much on your plate. And then if you're like that small minority of people out there, you are striving for even more success in your career or your own business, more freedom to do what you want. Fewer headaches and distractions, of course, more time with family, and just overall a better quality of life. It can be overwhelming and possibly even deter you from ever striving to achieve those things. You could easily tell yourself that how things are now are good enough, or a number of other limiting beliefs. It can also be easy to push those big goals out into the future too. After all, you have plenty of time to accomplish them, right? Well, not so much. It will take action now and well into the future to reach those big goals. Each and every day, you'll need to do something that puts you closer to reaching them. This one day at a time is really a philosophy on how you can approach anything in life. If you're feeling stuck or can't see the big picture or just don't know what the next step is to take, simply break it down and take it one day at a time. Let's look at a few ways you can take things one day at a time in your own life. 1. Start small and build momentum. You can't expect to move mountains overnight. Your success will more likely start with small steps that you repeat, pushing yourself past those old limits. Doing this every day, you will start to build momentum. What you thought you could never achieve will become completely realistic. This momentum will grow, and you'll eventually become unstoppable in everything you do. 2. Make success your norm with consistent action. When you have one successful day, then another, and then another, you'll find yourself having a successful week, and a successful month, and so on and so on. Eventually, what you considered a successful day will become your norm in life. With consistent action, you will change your entire trajectory. 3. Expand your mind. Your mind will either promote or limit your growth. Everything you set out to do is mostly a mental challenge, more so than anything else. You have to believe in yourself and have unwavering faith in your ability to reach your own goals. And 4, try new things. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. When you feel uncomfortable, you are growing and experiencing new things, which counter to your feelings is a good thing. Now, there's a good quote and book written by Marshall Goldsmith that says, "What got you here won't get you there." Anything worth doing will take time and effort. It likely won't come overnight. When setting goals and reaching for those targets, take the long approach. Do something each and every day that will put you closer towards achieving your goals. Build momentum and push yourself to new boundaries. When you have an off day, don't let it derail you. If you set big goals, follow up with consistent and massive action, and never give up, you will undoubtedly reach those goals. So what will you strive for? Well, that wraps up this week's episode of Friday Fundamentals. Hey, I hope you're getting value from this podcast. If you like what you've heard, please go over and leave a rating and review on whichever platform you're listening on. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or would like to reach out to me, you can do so at www.jacobayers.com. Till next week, engineer the lifestyle you want.
You've been listening to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, providing you actionable content to build your real estate empire. Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for personal advice. The opinions of guests are their own. Information is not guaranteed. All investment strategies have a potential for profit or loss. The host is operating on behalf of the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom, LLC, exclusively.